Hello friends, this is Professor Amit Nerurkar, and today we will be understanding a concept of computer network known as distance vector routing. Distance vector routing is the concept of intra-domain routing protocol. It works on the principle of Bellman algorithm, and it works actually in 3 steps. The first step is known as initialization, where as you can see there are 5 sets of routers. Every router will create its own routing table. Now every router will have entry of those router to which it is directly connected. So if you can see routing table of A, it will have entry for B, it will have entry for C, it will have entry for D, it will have entry for A itself, that is the cost would be 0, but obviously. But since there is no direct connection from A to E, if you see, the cost would be set to infinity. Similarly, you check the routing table of E, it would have entry for B, it would have entry for C, it would have entry for E. But for A and D, which it is not directly connected, it would set the cost factor to infinity. The next step is sharing the routing table with other neighbors periodically. And after sharing, the third step is updating the routing table. So let us assume C has shared its routing table to A. So now A, looking at C, would update its routing table. So in the second example, in the next slide, what you can see is A has received a routing table from C. A has its old table. Now from C's routing table, it will create a new routing table known as A's modified table. So in A's modified table, everywhere you can see the next hop is C. The cost factor of A in A's modified table is also added with cost of 2 because the routing table is sent by C. So whatever cost would be there in routing table of C, it would be from C. So A needs to add cost of rupees 2 so that the packet would be first sent to C, and from C the packet is then further forwarded. So if you see in A's modified table, looking at C's routing table, the cost is incremented by plus 2. Now what you need to do is compare A's modified table with A's old table and create a new table. The comparison goes in this manner. You need to select the entry with the least cost. If the cost is exactly same, so for example, in A's old table, to reach to C cost is 2. In A's modified table, to reach to C the cost is 2. Then what you need to do is you need to consider the entry from the old table. So finally, if you see A is a new table, there is a entry for E with cost 6. That is, A can reach to E via C with cost 6. So in the initial table, A has set the cost to reach to E as infinity. So after performing these 3 steps, the routing table at every node would be ready. So this was a small example of distance vector routing on which RIP works, that is routing information protocol. Thank you.